Hey, what's happening, you guys? Credit D Will here from Sweetwater. Welcome to the channel and thank you all for tuning in. Yo, I am super excited because I got my hands on the Seqtrak for Yamaha, had an opportunity to mess around with it and learn some of the features. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about some of my favorite features and who I think that this is for, which beat maker will really benefit from this piece of hardware. So if you guys wanna check out the Seqtrak for yourself, then click the link in the description. That'll take you directly to our website, sweetwater.com, where you can find the product page and find out additional information. Y'all already know what's up. Let's dive in and let's get creative. Here it is right here, the Seqtrak from Yamaha. The first thing that I noticed whenever I unboxed this thing and actually got to utilizing it was that it is super lightweight and portable. I really love the design and the form factor. I think Yamaha did a really good job of that. If you're somebody on the go a lot, then I think the Seqtrak is definitely right for you because it is very lightweight and portable. As far as the layout, I think Yamaha did a very good job again, just with how they designed this thing and how simple and easy it is to use. So they kind of designed it in different sections. So right here we have our drum section, and then in the middle right here we have our synthesizer section, and then over here to the right we have all of our effects and sound parameters where you can actually adjust and manipulate different sounds. So we have up to 11 different tracks. You got 7 different drum tracks, you got 3 different synthesizer tracks, and then we have a sampler track that you can record up to 7 different samples on each of these individual pads right here. Within the 11 different tracks, we have 6 different patterns. So if I scroll right here, I'm actually scrolling through the different patterns. So you can mix and match and actually create different variations of your project. So as far as the sounds, this thing comes packed, and I mean packed with sounds. You have over 2,000 different presets, and then you have you can add additional 392 different samples via the app, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Let's talk about the workflow and how you actually create music on the Seqtrak. Down here to the bottom right here, we have 16 different steps that can be expanded to 128 different steps. So this, you can program drum beats just by programming them in through the step sequencers, or you could change this to notes, so you can play out your drums live by utilizing these different notes over here. So I got my, and then I can come over here. You press down these little knobs right here, and that's how you audition the different sounds. And you notice when I click on one, I have different steps programmed within it. So if you're somebody that's performing live, then you might really navigate more towards the step sequencer. If you're somebody like me that's used to the traditional DAW, then I like to actually program my drum beats live right here, utilizing the live function. So you have various different options there. So we have our individual drum sounds in this drum section right here. You have kick, snare, clap, you have hi-hat 1, hi-hat 2, you got percussive 1, percussive 2, and you actually can change out the different sounds on these individual tracks right here. You just click on one, you got to press it down, and then you come over here to sound right here, and I can change out my my drum sound that I want, my kick sound right there. It's super simple and super duper easy. Over here in this middle section right here is our synthesizer and our sampler section. So the Seqtrak comes included with 2 advanced wave memory synthesizers with 128 polyphony, and this is more ideal for more realistic instruments. And then it comes with a 4-operator FM synthesizer engine that's kind of ideal for pads and leads and just electronic instruments. So you can really dial in your different sounds with these 3 different synthesizers over here. Down here to the right here, if we select on it, we actually have our sampler track. The sampler is pretty cool. So you can sample up to 7 different sounds. I have a few different samples on here, and the cool thing about the Seqtrak that is you can sample externally or you can sample internally. The Seqtrak supports onboard resampling, or you can sample directly utilizing the inbuilt mic right here, or you have other options as well, like you have audio in where you can sample into, and you can sample into via USB. So there's so many different options to get your ideas directly down into the Seqtrak. And if you like portability, then with that mic, you can take it on the go and sample directly onto one of these pads. You also get a built-in speaker, so whatever you're sampling, you can play it back and actually hear what you're doing. So over here to the right, we have our effects and our sound design section. So this is probably like one of my favorite features about the Seqtrak. As you saw in the beginning, I had the SP404 with the Seqtrak, and I was performing, adding different effects, live effects. You have your repeater, your high-pass filter, and then you have your effects level. So the sound design section right here provides control over like your pitch, your volume, your pan, your decay, your filter knobs. You can really get in depth with the controls that you have just right here. So if you are into live performing, then this section will be your best friend. You can remix a whole bunch of different ways and just add a lot of cool different effects. So right now I have the Seqtrak connected to my computer via USB Type-C right here. But if I wanted to, I can disconnect all of the cables and actually have this thing in complete standalone mode. The USB-C is recharging the built-in battery. So if I disconnect everything, it actually has a built-in battery that powers it up. It lasts for about 3 to 4 hours for continuous use. Now, the super cool thing that I absolutely find amazing about the Seqtrak, and it was probably one of my favorite features, is that the Seqtrak has built-in Bluetooth and it has built-in Wi-Fi. So you can connect via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi to the app that comes with the Seqtrak, which the app is amazing. It works on iPhones, it works on iPads, Android devices, and you can download it directly to your computer, and you can be completely wireless, controlling everything on the Seqtrak directly from the app. Now, the app, which I have loaded up here on the screen, is something that I think Yamaha did an amazing job. This is by far one of my favorite things about the Seqtrak because it gives you so much control over the Seqtrak and they integrate very well. One of the things that I did not expect was this dynamic tutorial right here. So if I click on the dynamic tutorial, the cool thing about this, and I think other companies need to start doing this really decreased the learning curve of the Seqtrak because, watch this, if I press anything on here, you can see that on the app, it actually tells me exactly what that button is doing. So you don't even have to look at the user manual to get started. If I press on anything, it tells me exactly what that button is doing and what I can do further with that parameter. Man, I thought that that was a crazy cool feature, and I did not expect that. If you want to load up custom sounds, you have this feature right here. It's the Project and Sound Manager. If you click on the Project and Sound Manager, you can actually drop in different sounds. You see I have a few different sounds from Somatics, just some different vinyl cracking and different noises and stuff like that. Now, over here, we have a GUI editor. Now, the GUI editor is where everything happens at. So this is where all of my sounds, I can come over here and actually change out the different sounds. If I select right here, I have different, like I'm on this snare right here. And I can actually come sounds right here, rotate it, and I'm changing out the different sounds and the different sounds right there. Now, if you come over here to the pattern section, you can see that you have your 16 different steps right here, and it's actually indicated on the Seqtrak as well as the app. So if I move this note right here, you can see that it translated directly to the app. And I find it a lot easier just to control the steps and the bars directly from the app. So if you are somebody that works in a DAW, like the app is gonna be your best friend. Like hands down, I utilize the Seqtrak, but I utilize the app a lot more. So 2 tabs down right here is our sound design section. So you got your pitch and your sound over here to your right, your pitch and your pan and your volume. And then you have your LFO section, which you can modulate different parameters and all of that good stuff. And right here's your effect section. So you can add up to 1 different effect. So right now I have a distortion on. If I come over here and I change it, let's say change it to delay. So I can dial in the different effects onto that specific sound. So over here in our synthesizer section, we have kind of like those same parameters, but you have a lot more features in regards to sound design. You got portamento, you got an arpeggiator, you just have so many features. For the DX, you have even more sound design features just because the type of synthesizer it is. So you have your EQ, you got your different type of algorithm, your operators, your pitch. So you can see you can really dial in the sound that you want with these different synthesizers. Now, the last feature that I think is absolutely cool, and Yamaha, kudos to you for adding this feature. Like, even without it, the Seqtrak is awesome, but with it, it just takes it to the next level. You have a built-in visualizer, so I'm gonna select it right here. So once it loads up, you have these visualizer presets where you build and design visual designs that go along with your music, which is super cool. So let's go ahead and just select one and see what we got going on here. Let's go to yes, voila. So if I press my track right here, you notice that the visualizer was moving to the track. Yo, the Seqtrak is absolutely amazing, man. Yamaha, they did a really, really good job with this. If you guys want to check out the Seqtrak for yourself, then make sure you check out the links in the descriptions. They'll take you directly to our website, or you can just always reach out to your Sweetwater sales engineer. They can get you guys squared away on anything that you're looking for. Until next time, be creative.